welcome to my channel, Diane's Sewing Room. I thought I'd have a little bit of a Christmas catch up and share a few things that I've been up to this past week or so. So I've done a little bit of Christmas wrapping, some of it paper free using gift wrap bags that I've made last year and using some recycled bits and bobs this year. So I've only wrapped a couple so far, so I'll share those with you. I've also made some festive dog coats using my scrap fabrics. So I haven't done a sew along for these, but I will be sharing them with you in a moment. That's the first thing I'm going to share. And I will pop a photo in there of the dogs wearing them, because my dogs, if I put the coats on to bring them up for this video, they're going to think we're going out right now and then they'll be upset. So I'm not going to be popping them on right now. I will share a little photograph of them wearing them. So that's something else. Also, a little while ago I shared a bird hoodie make that I did for my husband, and he loved it so much I've decided to make him another one, and he did like the colours that were in the magazine, although he wasn't sure at first. He chose different colours for the one that I made him last. I will pop a link into that in case you haven't seen that bird hoodie make. I'm going to be making him another one, and I've got some fabric that has just arrived that I'm going to share with you, so I'm going to be making him that later today probably. So that's going to be one of my handmade Christmas gifts. So first of all, I'm going to share these Christmas dog coats that I've made for my 3 dogs, because I'm so pleased with how they turned out. So I didn't buy a pattern or any special fabric. Again, I've been using up that Christmas fabric that I've talked about that I've had this past couple of years, which was all in long strips. Some of it was given to me, and I did add a little to it last year by buying a few more small fat quarters. But now I'm really down to practically little postage stamp size pieces, because I've just used the last little bit on some wrapping, which I'll share in a minute, of the large pieces, and that is about it now. So these pieces for the dog coats, I did have to stitch 2 pieces together to make the main body of the dog coat, and the inside, the warmer part, it is 2 layers of sweatshirting fabrics. So again, these are all offcuts that I've got left that are not big enough for anything else. And I've done 2 layers of those to make the coats warm on the inside, Christmassy fabric on the outer, and then this is going to sound crazy, but in between those layers I've done shopping bag. So shopping bag for waterproof, because I didn't have any waterproof fabric, and these bags are pretty much indestructible. I've got lots of them, they're not going anywhere. So I thought that's why sound a little bit crinkly, but the dogs don't mind, and it stops them getting wet. So that is sandwiched between the layers of Christmas fabric and sweatshirting fabric. So this is for my littlest dog, my smallest dog, and he's got a different one, and the older 2, which are both the same breed, I've got matching ones like twins. So I've got this shiny fabric for my little one, and the collar is some corduroy that I had left from a project that I did a little while ago. I've not got a lot left of it, but I had enough to do the collars. So they've all got matching collars, but they've got different fabric. So I don't know if you can see there on screen, but there is a join going up the middle, because this fabric was in long strips. So I've joined 2 pieces together to make the shape, and what I did, I just cut round their existing dog coats to make myself a template for the sizes that I would need. So I cut round the existing dog coats, and then it's just a case of straps with Velcro here and at the neck. They've all got bits of cotton stuck to them on the Velcro. And then on the inside, look, that's the sweater fabric on this one. And then we've got a buttonhole for the harness to go through, and the little collar. So that's the little one. And then the 2 older ones, so my 2 older dogs are both Jack Russells, and my youngest one is a Jack Russell Pug Cross, so he's called a Jug. So the older 2 have both got matching ones. So we've got this fabric, and again, as you can see, straight up the middle there's a join, because there wasn't enough to do it all in one piece. And this Christmassy fabric, again with the little red collar, and on the inside, leftover sweater fabrics, 2 of them, a buttonhole here for the harness, strap fasteners with Velcro, and the collar. And like I say, I've got two like that. It's different fabric on the inside because I'm using up all the scraps. So it's this one, and I have a sweater in this. Well, I have a sweater in all three of them. So I've actually found that when it's no longer Christmas, I can turn them around and the dogs could wear them this way around with the Christmas fabric on the inside, and they still fasten. So they are in fact reversible because of how they've been made. Now, if anybody's interested in seeing a full breakdown process of how I actually put it all together and made that, they are very easy. I could do some more dog coats after Christmas and do a sew along on that and show you step by step. I wasn't sure if anybody would be interested in that, so I just thought I'd share them. And also, when I made them, I wanted to do it quickly for Christmas, have them done so the dogs could wear them. And obviously not everything I do is filmed, otherwise it'd get a bit much if I were trying to film every last thing that you did, wouldn't it? So those are the dog coats, and as I said, they can be worn either way around. So this one could be worn that way. So I'm really pleased with how those turned out. So let me know in the comments below if you would like to see a step-by-step sew along on how to make the dog coats, and I will film that in the new year. So that's something else that I've been up to. Then next, I'm going to be making another bird hoodie, and I think I'll be starting that later today. I am going out for lunch, but I think I will have time to get that cut out, and I have to do it all while he's not in, you see, because I'm going to wrap this one up for him. So I'll show you that fabric now. So in case you didn't see the bird hoodie sew along, I will link it as I said, but I thought I'd bring it through and show it you. In case you didn't see my previous video. So this is the one that I made for my husband that he really loves, and this is a sort of denim blue sweatshirting. That went really bright then, didn't it? And then we've got this really nice soft green. I did the cuffs in the blue too. It's got a big pocket at the bottom. The lighting's doing crazy things. And then it's got a big hood. So that's the one that I've made him already. Just pop that down a moment. And then it's practically never taking it off. He's wearing it all the time. It's really one of his most worn items at the moment. So that was a real hit. So I thought I'll make him another one because he loves it so much. And I did ask about the colours if I was to make another one, but I haven't told him I've ordered this. And he said actually he thinks he would go for the colours in the magazine, which were a navy and an orange. So we have this fur-backed sweatshirting in the navy. And then this colour, which is not a bright orange, which I think is good because I don't think he would have worn if it had been really in your face bright orange. It's more of a rust colour. So we have this colour, and that's going to be for the sleeves. So I think they will look really nice together. So that's my next sewing job, is making up that hoodie. It was a nice easy make. The main part was tracing it all off from the Birder magazine, but then it came together really well, and the fit is really good too. So I'm really pleased about that. So I thought I'd share a little bit about Christmas wrapping with you. So we don't always have to use paper. We're trying to use less paper or recycle the paper that we've already got at Christmas, aren't we? So I thought I'd share what I did last year and also a little bit of what I'm doing this year as well. So last year I made some reusable bags, and I used the fabric that I had, and this is cotton pillow slips. So I had quite a few of these, and a friend had passed out quite a few on to me that were no longer in use. A few were her mum's and a few were hers, and I also had a couple of ours that we weren't using anymore. So I've cut those up and I've made bags of various sizes last year, and because they were passed around within the family, they've been given back to me this year so I can use them again. So just like my husband and my children and so on. So I said keep them and pass them on if you wish, but they just, because they opened the gifts here, they left them, and I'm using them again this year. So this one has got a button and a loop fastener, and it's just plain, as you can see, with a little bit of Christmas fabric around it, so you don't need to use a lot of that. Again, this is similar. So button, so all I've done is attached a button and made made a loop at the top so it opens like that and it fastens, it just folds over. So that's for that one, that's for that size. And then we've got slightly bigger size here for a bigger gift. This one's got a ribbon on it and this one ties around it, so it ties at the top like that in a little bundle, and then it's just got fancy string on it, and this is just made out of paper. The gift tags, didn't buy those special. Same sort of thing again, tabs on it for this one, another one of that size, and then bigger ones. Here I've put a trim bow on, and again we've got a buttonhole this time and a button, so I just used buttons that I had, so they're all different, and that's a bigger size. And you can just use the pillow slip without even cutting it up and just put a fastener on the top and just put some fancy fabric on, or you can just use a pillow slip and just a ribbon around it. You don't need to put any fancy fabric on if you don't have any. And there's another one like this, but this one has got 2 ties that side, 2 ties that side, and that one just ties like that. So I've done all the fasteners slightly different. So they're ones from last year. And then this year, this is some of the wrapping I've just done. My friend's picking these up in a moment. I'm sure she won't mind me sharing them. So I've just got brown paper and some stickers that I had, and just a piece of cut Christmas fabric. So this isn't hemmed or anything, it's just tied around like this. And then I've made my own sort of gift tags just out of white paper and fancy string. So that's one of hers. Another one of hers is some tissue paper that I've repurposed. I already had the tissue paper from something else. Again, some fancy Christmas fabric and the tags that I've made. And so they're both for her. I've just wrapped them up separately. And then for her children, again with the little pieces of scrap fabric that I had left, I've made these little bags. And this is embroidery thread. They've got their names on these, I'll not show that. So it's got the names on the little tag in big letters. And this is just filled with like Christmas sweets. So it's like a tube of Christmas sweets, and then a snowman and a Father Christmas. So they're all just chocolate, and they've both got the same. So I've done that for her. So that's just some of the ideas for Christmas wrapping that I've done. I've also seen that people buy fancy scarves and things and wrap, and it's a Japanese way of wrapping, I believe, so there's quite a lot of that on Pinterest and so on. And if you do it that way, I suppose they get the gift of the scarf as well as what's inside it, so that's quite nice. So I just thought I'd share a few of those ideas with you. This is Marley. Thought I'd bring him up so you could meet him. This is the youngest, just in case any of you didn't know what a jug looked like. So he's half Jack Russell and a half pug. Not too sure about seeing himself on there, are you? I'll let you get down, mate. Go on then. And that's about it. I have made a few Christmas cards this year, but not as many as I normally do. And there's not been as many sent because we've also had postal strikes here in the UK. So lots of strange things going on again. It's been a very funny year again, hasn't it? Anyway, that's all for my roundup today. I hope to be back soon. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Bit of a rambling one today. I always love to read your comments though, so please do pop one below. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.